Joell Regal. I think that she is just a sweetheart. Her spirit shows like way before she enters like your personal like space. She has such a beautiful spirit, and I'm excited to see her evolve, you know, as an artist, and really find her voice and find her path in who she will become as an artist. I'm here with the lovely Joell Regal. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Birmingham, Alabama native?
Yes. I was born in Montgomery, but raised in Birmingham.
Okay, raised in Birmingham.
Yep.
So I hear you got some new music out.
Yes, I do.
Why don't I have it?
Well, I'm gonna go to the car and get it for you.
Let's hook that up. And you recently had your debut in front of a massive amount of people. Your album release party.
Yes, it was fun.
And I apologize for not being there, but I did have a gig, so I apologize.
Right.
But tell everybody about what you got going on.
Oh, so I just released my album. It was 4 years in the making. It took me about 4 years and several trial and errors to finally get it finished, but it's finished. It's out now everywhere, whatever your preference is, any streaming, downloading platform, it's there. iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, everything.
All them,
and then some.
So now speaking about Rhythmic TV, of course, is about life, faith, success, and the music that we love.
Okay.
So obviously we know that you love music.
Yes.
You wouldn't be doing this if you didn't love music.
Right.
But let's talk a little bit about your faith. And you said the project was 4 years in the making.
Yes.
How did you manage to just keep your faith and keep your belief, and you know what I mean? How did you talk about that a little bit?
God.
Right.
Literally just knowing that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and that I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be on. There were several times I wanted to quit, several times I wanted to give up, several times where, you know, I let myself down, people let me down, where doors were closed, there were no's, all of that. But what kept me going is just knowing that I was doing my purpose and fulfilling my reason for being here. And so regardless of what happened, I just knew I just had to keep going. And ultimately, I ended up finishing. And I'm happy.
So what's next? I know it's early to ask that by you just having released your a moment in time in your life.
Right.
But what's next? Like what's immediate?
Promoting.
Okay.
I'm planning a tour and gigging because I want everybody to hear this album. It's 5 tracks and every track is different. Every track has a different kind of sound, a different kind of message, and I feel like it's something that people need to hear, so I'm pushing it.
Who produced it?
I did.
Who wrote?
I did.
Who sang on it?
I did.
Everything?
I did the background vocals and everything.
Serious?
Yes, I did.
So where did you record?
I recorded at Old Elegante Studio in Homewood with Lester Newby and with Kelvin Wooten at Woodwork Studios in Athens, Alabama.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Kelvin.
Yeah,
that's a dope fella.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, dope fella.
Look him up.
Yeah, he really is. That's all right. He's a heavy hitter too.
Yes, he is.
So that says a lot about your music.
Oh, thank you.
It really does. I know he's a heavy hitter. So
Grammy nominated.
To be working with him, that's pretty dope.
I'm blessed. That's
so
a blessing.
let's talk a little bit about speaking of that. You've worked with Kelvin. Who else would you like to work with?
Ooh.
Like it don't matter who it is. Let's put it out there. Like really.
It's the first name that came to my mind when you said that was Jill Scott.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Jill Scott. I'm gonna say Andre 3000. I'm gonna say oh my gosh, there's so many people I want to work with. Heck, Beyonce.
So let's talk about you a little bit, and about you speaking of this journey that we're all on, of course, and evolution is a part of it.
Yes.
What have you learned on your journey thus far, musically?
What I've learned musically is you have to always put your best foot forward. Because everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to say or feel how they think you should be going about what you're doing, especially when it comes to the process of creating the music. But you have to do you. You see the vision, and nobody sees the vision like you see it, because you were given the vision. And so whatever your vision is for that project, you have to stick with it regardless of
what's in your ear, or who's trying to be in your ear. Yeah,
exactly.
right.
And so even if nobody else understands it, even if nobody else gets it, you just have to stick with it, because it's a lot of naysayers, it's a lot of opinions, and if you don't hold fast to what you know, then you'll end up lost somewhere. So
now, what's your definition of success?
When you're accomplishing what you set out to do.
Okay.
And that doesn't always mean monetary gain, because that's what people equate success to. But me, I feel like I'm successful.
Okay, that was my next question.
The reason why I feel like I'm
right.
successful is because people come to me and tell me, especially after this album release event, people are still telling me and inboxing me how inspired they were by the whole evening and by the whole event and by my music and by my journey. And that's what I set out to do. God told me clear as day that there were messages in my music, and I needed to get those messages out there, because I'm supposed to be inspiring people and touching them in some kind of way. And so when people tell me that, I'm successful, because that's what I set out to do, is inspire people to do them and be themselves, not necessarily to just look at me and try to be like me, but to find whatever their purpose is and to pursue that. And that's what people are telling me that they're doing as a result of what they see me doing. So
I think that's pretty successful.
I feel
So
very
5
successful.
tracks are on the album.
Yes.
Can you pick your favorite?
I actually can.
Okay.
And I hate to say that, because I view my music like my children.
Okay.
Every song I write is my child, and I don't want to pick a favorite, but there is one song in particular I would say it's track number 3, and it's called Love of You. And I will say that's my, I don't want to call it my favorite, but let's say that's the one I play on repeat the most.
Okay. Do you listen to your music like you listen to other artists?
Yeah, not as much, especially now that the project is over. When I was still working on it, I was listening to it a lot just because I was trying to get it right. But now that it's over, if I'm in the mood to hear something, I will. But that sounds kind of narcissistic to me. Like I'm just sitting in the car, just listening to myself. But yeah, I do listen to it though. Okay. I do. I enjoy it.
Okay. So parting words, and I guess to sum everything up in all things Joell Regal, what would you say in a word that encapsulates who you are? As an artist, who you are, let's say this, who you are as an artist, who you are as a person, and the message maybe that you want to always project.
Spirituality.
Okay.
Because
I can dig it.
That encompasses every aspect of my being, and everything that I do centers from that place. Okay. So going within, and then whatever is being told or needed to be expressed, that's what you put out. Exactly. I can dig it. All right. So Joell Regal, make sure you get the album. It's everywhere. The title of the album. May the Words of My Hands Dance. And I also have CDs for sale, so you can reach out to me. I'm on social media, Joell Regal. That's Joell, Regal, Regal, as in royalty, not the Buick. Don't get it twisted. And you can purchase CDs from me, or you can look it up. Like I said, whatever your poison is when it comes to music, it's there. Dope. Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on to my